Jim and Lynette, welcome.
Thank you, Eric.
I wanted to have you guys here to tell our audience a bit about spiritual emotional intelligence. And I know we've kind of abbreviated it and used the acronym the SEQ. What is that? What is that all about?
Well, I can start the conversation off if that's okay, Lynette.
Sure.
Okay, so those of you on the audience may have heard of the Herman brain dominance instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it talks about how we use our brain. So
Right.
the left side of the brain has the mental or intellectual area,
Mm-hmm.
and our physical underneath that. And what a lot of people may not realize is that we stay in our heads 90% of the time. We just don't go anywhere else because it's safe.
Right.
But on the other side of the brain, and some people call this the creative side of the brain, we have the spiritual at the top and the emotional underneath. And that's where all the cool stuff happens. That's where the stuff that you really want to know about your life's journey happens. Because I think it's very important to get across that we are not our thoughts at all.
Mm.
So I would just add that as we think about, what Jim said and think about the emotional part, and we already know that blending thinking and feeling gives us more information. That's what we call emotional intelligence. There's another part of ourselves that some of us may not cognitively recognize, but there's another piece that's not totally encompassed in our cognitive intelligence or IQ and our emotional intelligence. And that's, when you think about where is your spirit, what's happening with your spirit? And I don't necessarily mean in a religious connotation, but your human spirit. How's that doing today?
Wow, that's great. And one of the things for our audience, we're going to be bringing you many different types of tools and information as we go forward. This is kind of our launch. We wanted the audience to kind of get a sense about who you guys are. And they may remember you from our podcast episodes previously.
I think it was like back in 1995.
Oh my gosh, now you're making me feel old. So with that, thank you for taking the time out to just give us a little taste. And hopefully you'll come back and do more.
Well.
Thank you.